Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off giving our glory, our praise to Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rikar Kadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Salutations to the Akims and the Akos, the brothers and the few sisters pushing this truth. It's the camp Children of the Light coming in with another video. And just on things going on in the world around us. As we know, we had the Florida State shooting with the at the college.
And you also had the black young guy, what's his name?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, who stabbed the white boy, happened to be from the same facility, school, and so forth too. So watch the distractions.
Yep. So we got this video because all the
fair use. This video is not just for entertainment purposes. It's for educational. I forgot the damn. Hold on, let me get the fair use. Damn thing.
Yep. And because we know, we as brothers, we all know about the M.K.Ultra, the mind control, and we're gonna bring the article up in a little bit, proving that that's what this was. We got this scene from, I believe, Captain America.
Yeah.
Or but it's the Winter Soldier, and it's gonna roll it.
Yep. Yeah, I got you.
Живой. 17. На свет. 5. 9. Добросердечный. Возвращение на родину. 1. Грузовой вагон. Спецмиссия. Санкционируй, извлекай. Без свидетелей.
So as you can see how it works live and in play. So we're gonna start right off because we ain't never ignorant to say the devices.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
Yeah, Khan. So we understand who Satan is, which is Esau, the Edomites, as a global order, and how they have used their science, their technology, and they know-how through the M.K.Ultra mind control to set up these situations to stop people's minds from understanding the daily toil of life of what's going on as the Roman Empire is falling. So we're going to go right into the article. So we know about the distractions and why they happen and so forth.
Yep, and it's so this is from the Hindu. It says the Hindustan Times. Phoenix Eichner joked about head trauma a night before FSU shooting, and he said that I am evolving. That's what he quoted.
Yeah, you ain't got to show it to him once you read it to him.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see, he spoke about head trauma the night before, and said he's evolving, which you just seen a prelude of that in that video in that movie, because they show us, they at least show us how they set up the world.
It says Phoenix Eichner, who killed 2 people and injured 6 others at Florida State University in Tallahassee, joked about head trauma and power a night before the shooting. The Miami Herald reported exclusively, citing the 20-year-old's chat logs with college athletes. The revelation comes a day after Eichner opened fire on the FSU campus. And it says his Phoenix Eichner has a troubled family history. His mother, which is his biological mother, Anne Marie Erickson, kidnapped him to Norway in 2015.
See that? Kidnapped him to Norway. And that's another example of these, we can call them AKA winter solstice agents that has this history of being moved around, trauma, child abuse, which is really the elites using their kids for these, how could I say it, these missions. Because look at his name, watch what his name was before.
Yep. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Okay, so it says, it further added that
Yeah, go ahead, you got it.
the publication further added that Eichner spoke about taking something, excuse me, to help him sleep like a chimp. And
See that? He needed something to help him sleep like a champ. Why? Because that M.K.Ultra mind control was kicking in. I got one real quick.
Okay.
Psalm 64:4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of lame snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thoughts of every one is them, and the heart is deep. See, so you would think that these things are fabricated, they made up. It's a conspiracy theorist type of for you to say M.K.Ultra, y'all go right into this conspiracy theorist. But it's true, the facts are coming out. You can go right on YouTube and pull up M.K.Ultra mind control, CIA Operation Paperclip, and it all comes up as historical history facts. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded, so that they make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's exactly what's happening. So these directors make these movies, and we use these movies to show that they tongue fall upon them. And what's the first thing they do? They put up copyright videos to block your video, because the movies coexist with reality, because they are playing the game with reality and the movie with your life, and we're tying the two together. So that's a problem. Jeremiah 49:10.
Okay.
It said, and all men shall fear and shall declare the works of God, so they shall wisely consider of their doings. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. And that's what you see us. We are glorifying in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah and pushing that name, because we can see in the dark. We got the eyesight to Esau matrix world that he has set up.
This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I've made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret place.
See that? So Yahweh Shah has uncovered all of the luminous secret places with the light. And that's why as we shine this light in this dark world, these videos, modern day epistles, coming out to edify the church of Yahweh Shah.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
He can't hide himself. So every time he run one of these shootings, these psyops, because that's what they are, we gonna, like Akim said earlier, we gonna be on his ass.
His seed is spoiled,
Yeah.
and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
See that? His seed is spoiled. Now everybody knowing who these Edomites are, and they here to bring what? Death and hell to the earth. That's it. Because second Habakkuk 2:1 say, his soul is not upright in him.
Yeah.
See that? Ezekiel tell you 35:5 how this man, hold on, let me get it. This man is about death. Well, I'm going wrong. Ezekiel 35.
That's just same thing Kyle Rittenhouse.
Well, no, do yes, keep Ezekiel 28:1.
Okay.
But do the Kyle Rittenhouse, what you finna say?
The guy that, he got his arm shot off, he said the same thing.
Y'all celebrate death.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind.
Yep.
And the world is starting to understand this as a whole world. That's why you even see Edomites are complaining about the system. That's why he said, enough of this. Y'all celebrate death. Y'all celebrate bigotry and racism. And that's what y'all do.
Well, Ezekiel
28:1.
I was 30.
Yeah, 28.
It says the word of Ezekiel 28:1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus,
Right, which is America.
Thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas.
See that? So he's sitting in the midst of the people. Revelation 17:15. He basically telling the whole world that he is God.
That's
What's that? Him and Israel, his little brother, Netanyahu. They over there right now. Trump playing God. They finna displace thousands of people. Gaza Strip. Yeah, you guys can take that. That sounds good. Right on national TV. Oh, Zelensky, you're gonna do this and do that. Zelensky, like, what about the blood and treasury of my people? You're gonna do this and do that. And what Zelensky blew up and said, no, the only thing you have coming to you is a bad time. The only thing that's keeping a bad time from you right now is this beautiful ocean that y'all have, that we all have to cross and fly back and forth. That's it. That's why I say Yahushua, from the rising of the sun from the east to the west. He on okay, go ahead. You're going to say something.
well, I was going to say,
because that's what I want you to do. Just hold your thought.
Okay. That we even have proof of that, because in the Codex Magica,
Yeah.
it was one of, they tell you that that when it says I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, they actually exclaim that the top Masonists, they say, yeah, we're gods among the earth because of the things that we're able to do on the earth. But no, we know it's that separation. So.
Yeah, but they understand that the earth, Job 9:24. They openly understand that. They know, we can get it real quick, and then we'll jump right back.
Okay.
Yeah, the Job 9:24, the Archeum has reading through the Rosenthal Doctrine, through the Codex Magica, and through the other, that's why we had them little books we can start flashing while we talking. Because then we can, put the books on the map and shit.
Yeah.
The Archeum,
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, kind of. See? So he put himself up. Because remember, if you notice how our lessons are parallel, this goes right back into the last lesson we did, where we showed the inside of the tundra in Washington, D.C., how they put themselves up as God and so forth. Everything is just looping. So yeah, y'all get little books like this. Pause the camera. Hidden Secrets of Masonry. And they confessed of being gods by, how you say this? Kathy Burns?
Cassie Burns, yeah.
Yeah, by Kathy Burns. So books like this you want to get because it show you the basic levels of Freemason. And this by Tex Mars, Codex Magica. And that's what it means by their own tongue shall fall upon themselves. We don't publish these books. The Edomites, they self-publish the books.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
there you go. See how he look? It
Yep.
says motherfucker walk past camp one day.
Oh, really?
Get a good look at him. No, if he do, we'll know how he look. See, yeah. Nobody else might know how this nigga look. We know how he look. Just don't think they ain't watching. So there go Tex Mars, the Archeum Good Observation. He want y'all to see him. So y'all see an Edomite like this walk past the camp, now y'all know. He the author of this book. And we know he know all about Freemasonry, witchcraft symbols. But for him to put all this book together, it had to be approved by the same elites that swore to secrecy. But what? Like you were saying, Yahushua control everything. So even though they know that they gods on the earth, to go back off your conversation, what you were saying, they truly understand that it's a true God that gave them the power. They know Yahweh, they know his name. Yeah. That's why they put it in their little Mason and all my little magazines I got. They got his name in there, in the tetragram and all that. So okay.
It's Ezekiel 28:1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying,
No, it started two.
Okay. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High.
Right, see that? You do all that. You tell people what you want to tell them. You feel that you control death and everything. A little bit more.
It says, verse 3, Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
See that?
there is no secret that they can hide from thee.
And that's why he able to invent these programs as M.K.Ultra, what we know as mind control, and the LSD, and the whole psychedelic drugs, and what you have today as your vapes, your what you call it, fentanyl.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff is made from him. His chemical labs that's all over the world, that he can access Mexico, he can access Colombia, he can access China, he can access, because remember, the fentanyl coming from China. Yeah, motherfucker, who you think is your biggest trade partner? That's why it's coming from China.
They say that in movies like Rush Hour.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Right, see how we keep talking about these movies? Because this is a depiction of Esau showing the world and Yahweh Shah exposing this man through his seminar. His seminar movies. There we go. So, hey, that's good shit. Let's keep going.
It says, verse 4, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding.
See that? Without wisdom and without understanding. That's why in 1776, Adam Weishaupt set up America, and they opened up the floodgate for all the nations to send their people over here to do what? To go into these colleges. Because when they went to them colleges, you now have the mind of all the people as a whole for your agenda. And that's how he's able to, and that's why when you, those of us who've been to college, now you understand why you able to turn in your term papers and you don't get them back. They actually collect all the information from all students. That's why. Because I know people who actually went to college and came up with just ideas, and their ideas have came into fruition in the future technology books and shit. And you would never get no credit from that, because that was a term paper you did when you was 19, 23 or something like that.
Yup. That's why it says, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches.
See that? Thou have gotten thee riches. Because America is the newest baby country on the block, but have the most power than all of the ancients. And that's why China said, we've been here 5,000 years.
Yep,
y'all have nowhere been around. So y'all tariffs, we can take all that, because we are resilient. We've been here 5,000 years. And why did they say 5,000? Because mankind history go back 5,000 years. That's why they said that. Now I get picked up on that too, like, they giving the real time period. And I'm like, right. But they know the average American, especially in America, do not understand how far man history go back. Even though the Library of Congress and the motherfucking Vatican Church tell you that man history go back 5,000 years.
And not millions.
No, hell no.
Billions and all
that's
that.
bullshit. That's bull. That's Esau Babel bullshit. To keep your ass not knowing, because think about it. That long ago, you got no evidence of none of that shit.
Yeah.
And that's why he told you that dumb shit. But then when you go 5,000 years, it's evidence of that. See, when you go off the time period of the scriptures, everything got evidence now.
Yep.
Because remember, we did that. It's only 12,000. 5, 6 was gone, and then the rest of the 5 is us and coming. You know what I'm saying? Making the earth, then us being on there, and then to today, that go your whole time right there. Easy work.
Yep. It says, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and thy traffic, that merchandise.
See that? By thy wisdom and by that traffic, that maritime sea, the law. America opened up them ports. How do you think they was able to back their brothers after World War II and rebuild up the old empire? Through America. That's where you get the lady with the arm like that, like she's strong and shit. White lady.
During like the American suffrage, women's rights, and all that.
Yeah, but that suffrage and women's right was the man being in World War II and being gone, and the women being here holding down the fort, and he had to hold these factory jobs down because all the men was over in Europe fighting for the old world, for America. That's how America got put on the block. And meanwhile, the women was here toiling and going to work every day and coming home taking care of kids and shit, but they built economics behind that and rights behind that. So while your woman was left to her own devices, the Rosenthal and all them documents also tell you how they took over and purposely knew that they was gonna have the women and men go to work so they can take the kids under Satanism on what you see today. And that's another form of your MK Ultra mind control. Everybody have had it ran on them. All from cloning Tyrone, us, to Esau himself. And what we talking about, the good old days, the 50s and the 60s. They actually got the MK Ultra mind control ran on them too by having them go to war, leaving their women to their own devices. And what were some of the devices that the women was left to? Whoredom, cigarettes. Women didn't smoke cigarettes before that because a man didn't want to see a woman do nothing like that, and it wasn't womanly. But they suffered a woman to her own devices, and hey, there you go. So hey, that's why the first scripture we came up with was what? 2 Corinthians 2:11. We ain't ignorant of Satan's devices.
It says, Ezekiel 28:5, by thy great wisdom and thy traffic, and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
See that? So America told everybody that they God, and that's how they was able to push that Jesus all over the world. That's why the nigga in China, fuck Jesus doing in China. That nigga in the Middle East, fuck is you doing in the Middle East, nigga? It's supposed to be Allah.
Right. And
this nigga in Africa,
yo,
nigga in Australia, this nigga down there with the pixie, they eat monkey brains from out the top of the tree. This nigga down there with the bottom talking about, y'all need Jesus. Like, is you crazy, bro? Y'all, you know, the missionaries. Esau did a hell of a job.
Oh yeah.
Esau did a hell of a job.
Yeah, they got all types of videos of bugged out Christian pastors in Africa. And
Yeah, converting them people. And they been doing this. They've been doing this for like, shit, 100 years now. How you think the natives got converted? Them same crazy motherfuckers came over here and were telling the natives, Jesus will die. And they had guns though. They was shooting their ass back then. See, they coming a little bit more conservative now. No, they wasn't coming conservative back then. They was telling you either you finna burn, you either gonna worship Jesus or burn. I can get the books where they telling the natives. Remember they hung them on the Gibbon and hung them up as 13 as an example. I'll make me go get it. Yeah, you be reading all that? Yeah, that's the history. That's how America got converted into Christianity. They killed you.
yeah,
Shit,
right.
they weren't playing.
It says, let's see, verse 6. Therefore saith the Lord, Lord God,
Yeah.
because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most
Right,
High.
see that? You already determined to be the judge, the executioner, and the trial. You decided to do that all over the world. You set the standard of what life was and what death is and how you go about killing, what's humane and not humane. Whether you gonna either electrocute somebody, put them on the firing squad, chop their head off. You determined all that, Edomite. This is all your shit. I was gonna say, roll a video of the woman complaining that I was just watching. Well, my motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
You got brush with this shit. Yeah. Hold on, damn woman was just complaining about that shit. It's on one of the archive videos.
Yup.
Watch my shit don't work. Satan already on. Shit, might have to pull it up on you. I just watched the motherfucker on our
It was
channel.
on the camp channel.
Yeah. You know how my phone been acting all day. Yeah, we ain't the only ones complaining about this one.
Let's see.
No, which one am I on? Oh no, I'm on this one.
You want to? Oh, okay. First.
Yeah,
Okay.
I should be able to get it. That's it. Do what it just did. So I just kicked me out. Like always.
This one.
Yeah, I think it's that one after that. No, that's it. Yeah, I don't know what I said. That's alright.
It should be on there though. See how he, he
Yeah, I don't know. Because you just watched it.
Yeah, I just heard it.
But yeah, so whatever. But yeah, Edomite was complaining about all the different things you do, no matter if you get a raise and so forth, if you're lucky to get that.
It says, verse 7, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, and the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Right, and we'll end it with that, because that's exactly where we're going, World War III.
Okay.
See that? ICBM missiles from the other nations, that's why everybody is getting their arsenal, and but Akim just did a lesson on how everybody moving their intercontinental ballistic missiles around. Yeah, and we just did that lesson.
Yep, you got USA. They watching what's going on in Cuba. Meanwhile, they
because
said
remember, Russia just sent a missile strike group down. Which pull it up real quick, so they forgot about that. Yeah, Russia just sent a missile strike group down there not even a year ago. Just put Russia sends, and it's gonna come right up. Because people, they forgot about that. We ain't forgot about it.
it says Russia flexes its missiles. Putin flexes his missiles.
Let me show you one real quick. Then you can read it.
Yep.
See that? And look at that date. I always look at them dates. Now we're going to read it to y'all because y'all forgot. Because see, this what I mean by the strangers of the nations going to draw their weapons, them swords.
Yep. It says Putin flexes his missiles by sending warships within 100 miles of U.S. CNN's Matthew Chance reports on ships that the Russian Defense Ministry describes as a strike group.
A strike group.
Yep. Oh man, so that's multiple. We talking multiple missiles.
Yeah.
Including
and it's submarines too.
Yep.
That shoot from underwater. That got 30 in them motherfuckers, and they go. And then don't forget they got the new one, the Trident, and Satan too. And them of us come down like this. You raindrops. You in trouble. You in trouble. Y'all in trouble.
Including a nuclear powered submarine.
Oh, see, you thought I made shit up. No, ain't nobody making shit up.
Armed with modern caliber cruise missiles that
caliber cruise missiles. That mean them motherfucker go like this, Akim. One come out.
Yeah.
That's going to California. Another one come out. That motherfucker going to Chicago. Another one come out. That motherfucker going to Texas. Another one come out. That motherfucker going to Wisconsin. The missiles when they come out, they know to go east, west, north, east, west. Them motherfuckers come out that water, and when they on a whole nother projectile path.
Yep, and that's it.
Y'all gotta figure that shit out.
Can't stop it, yep.
And that's just from one.
Okay, what else is it on there?
That's it. That's all we need. That's all we need. That heat. See, because we ain't making this shit up. That's what I mean by they gonna draw them swords on your ass against our beauty. They don't give a fuck about all that. They flexing their muscle. So yeah, that's it on there.
Okay.
That's all. We just wanted them to know what's coming down the pipeline. All right, let's go back into that article and show them how the M.K.Ultra mind control work. Because the article gonna tell you how it work. Just by his statements and what he said. So don't get caught up in Satan devices.
So let's see. It says Phoenix Eichner, son of a local sheriff's deputy.
Son of a local sheriff deputy. Y'all pay attention to this. They always happen to have them connects, and he had a troubled path. So now we see where he got access to his firepower. Remember them same officers selling weapons all over the United States just got caught. See that? Same petty rolls.
It says he had access to his mother's guns and also attended training sessions.
Oh!
Authorities had confirmed.
There go they training. They go training the M.K.Ultra mind control killer. See that? Somebody got to train this motherfucker. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? They got to have laboratories for this motherfucker. This shit is real, nigga. This ain't no movie. They showed you the movie and you went into your own fantasy land with your real life, but they doing the movie shit in your real reality, but it's not real. See how stupid that sound?
He was taken into custody after being shot and injured by university police. So that was a part of the, I guess, the deal that we ain't gonna kill him.
No, the deal is we're gonna let the chips fall wherever it happened. Guess what? He'll never give an interview. None of y'all never be able to interview him about anything. Period. This case will not be on TV within the next 6 months. Period.
It says the 20-year-old is expected to recover.
Right. See that? His job is done.
The Miami Herald added that Eichner laughed about taking hits to the head during a night before the shooting.
See that? Took hits to the head. They prepping his ass, warming him up.
Quote unquote, he says twice the head trauma, twice the power.
See that? Which, why is he talking like that? Because that's the M.K.Ultra mind control secret coded words. Just what that is. He ain't gonna die before he done. Yeah, that's the M.K.Ultra mind control trigger words that he kicking right off on y'all ass. But y'all would call that psycho battle.
They select you on that argument. Go back to it. It says he also said that he's evolving, so that what he went through, you know, like he said, it made him stronger.
Yeah. Which what he went through was the M.K.Ultra mind control trigger words being implemented into his subconscious somehow through via text, via cell phone, via indirect messages that they can have that can set triggers by him being in a bar and having a certain thing being exposed to a certain item can trigger mind control, M.K.Ultra mind control. All of that. It don't even have to be nobody's spoken word. It can be just a object that can trigger you right into your M.K.Ultra mind control, personality and everything.
FSU shooter's former classmates told the Herald that he was intelligent but off.
See that? He was intelligent but off. So what does that mean when somebody say you intelligent but off? Let's start defining things, which when you look it up, it ain't gonna come up. But I mean, look it up anyway, see what come up.
I was gonna look up the definition of psychopath, but would you?
No, go ahead. Yeah, intelligent but off just mean that when it comes to school, books, and work, and being able to regurgitate what's being taught to you and giving it back out, he was very intelligent on that, IQ wise. But when they say he's off, meaning the conversations and how you perceive things in the world, that's what they mean by he was off.
When you're intelligent but off. It says when someone describes themselves as intelligent but off, they are likely acknowledging a disconnect between their intellectual capacity and their behavior or emotional state.
I told you he was intelligent, but the way he viewed the world and his response and his actions make it off, because through knowledge and intelligence it'll control your emotions. He didn't have that. That's because he was a damn Edomite. That's why.
It says he also drew weird drawings in his notebooks and possibly bullied in high school.
That's your cover story. There go your everyday, average, normal American lifestyle cover story, that you have the trauma and you off and people mess with you. Because they got to build up the reason why you did this shit.
And let's see, this last paragraph says, police have not disclosed any potential motive in the shooting.
See that? No motive.
Nor is there a concrete link between the suspect and the victims. He was involved in a complex custody battle, which we went, we read that in the beginning. His biological mom moved him to Norway. The court found him to be a mentally, emotionally, and physically mature young adult who was very articulate, intelligent, well-spoken, and polite. wrote James Banks and his approval of the legal switch from Eichner's birth name. Now, this another key. His birth name was Christian Gunnar Erickson.
See that? Christian Gunnar Erickson. Why? Because he are a part of this deaf culture. Edomites. That's it. Christian Gunnar.
And they were like, damn, look like a military Forrest Gump, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A send off. So there go your M.K.Ultra mind control. And don't be distracted because they also had the black dude and white dude, same school, same shit. Y'all beware out there.
Yep. Okay. So with that, definitely hope you brothers watching was edified. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom. M.K.Ultra. Mind control. Yeah, once you close it, it'll just stop.